Today I'm going to share with you what exactly a product manager role is, what makes an exceptional product manager, and how you can be one. We'll also explore why this is a crucial role in any organization, the key responsibilities of a product manager, and the qualities that separate the best product managers from the rest. Whether you're aspiring to become one or just curious about what they do, this video covers everything you need to know. So keep watching. Let's begin by addressing the question, what exactly is a product manager? Think of product managers as the captain of a ship, steering it through uncharted waters. They're the ones who figure out what customers want, what the business goals are, and what needs to be created. They define the product vision and success. Product managers know exactly what customers want and what the business aims to achieve. They create a clear vision of what a successful product should look like and inspire a team to turn that vision into a reality. They make tough choices. They're in charge of deciding which ideas are worth turning into products and which ones not. This list is called a product backlog. The hard part about this is ensuring that what they put on their product backlog is really worth doing. This requires ruthless prioritization and saying no to people when needed. Why is this role crucial? Well, it's because every business relies on customers, and what customers decide to purchase or use is your product. The product manager is in charge of what the team creates and is responsible for making sure the product succeeds. That's why this role is seen as a training ground for future CEOs, and why the top investors prefer to support companies with experienced product experts as co-founders. It's important to grasp the distinction between product managers and product owners. Think of it this way. Imagine you're constructing a house. The product manager is like the architect who plans how the house should look and what it needs. They do the research, create a vision, and set the priorities. The product owner, on the other hand, is like the builder. They work closely with the construction team, in our case, the developers, to make sure the house gets built just as the architect or the product manager envisioned. They're more into the day-to-day tasks of making it happen. Now, here's the interesting bit. The role of a product manager can be quite adaptable, depending on the workplace. It changes depending on where they work. In big companies, they're like orchestra conductors, making sure everyone plays the right tune. They have teams of specialists helping them gather ideas and execute them. It's like a big production. But in smaller companies, product managers are more like the hands-on crafters. They spend less time getting everyone to agree and more time rolling up their sleeves to create the vision themselves. It's like being the chef in a small kitchen. You do a bit of everything. So, think of product managers as the architects and sometimes conductors, and product owners as the builders who make it all happen. To ensure the success of the product managers and product owners must collaborate closely. A strong product manager has 4 key responsibilities. First and foremost, they must understand the actual users and customers inside out. This means becoming an acknowledged expert on the customer's issues, pains, desires, and how they think. Without this deep customer knowledge, product managers are just guessing. Secondly, product managers must be comfortable with data and analytics. They need to have both quantitative and qualitative skills to understand what customers are doing with their product. Thirdly, product managers need to have a deep understanding of their business and how their product fits into it. This includes knowing who the stakeholders are and the constraints they operate under. Lastly, product managers need to have a good understanding of the market and industry they're competing in. This includes understanding their competitors, key trends in technology, customer behaviors, and expectations. Product managers have lots of responsibility, but little authority. They oversee the development and success of a product, from concept to launch and beyond. However, they often have limited authority over the teams and resources necessary to bring their vision to fruition. To excel in all this is not easy. This is why it's crucial for product managers to be one of the top talents in the company. If a product manager lacks expertise in technology, doesn't understand the business side of things, doesn't have a good reputation with important executives, lacks in-depth knowledge about customers, lacks enthusiasm for the product, or doesn't have the respect of their product team, then they're likely to fail. Product managers need to juggle user experience, technology, and business aspects while making tough decisions and trade-offs. To me, outstanding product managers are incredibly rare individuals. They're the ones who can handle everything I mentioned earlier and also come up with amazing product ideas. These are the exceptional folks who think ahead, have a strong influence on others, and can explain why they make decisions and convince others, even when there's not much data to support it. A person like Steve Jobs perfectly fits this description. We admire these individuals because it's satisfying to associate a remarkable achievement with a specific person. However, in reality, great products aren't typically the result of a single, brilliant mind. They're usually created by groups of competent people doing excellent work together. The role of a product manager is to find their unique way of guiding and leading that group effort. That being said, there are several important skills and practices that every good product manager should work on. Number 1, preparation is key. To succeed in this role, you need to become an expert on your users and customers. Share what you learn openly, both the positive and negative feedback. Be the go-to person in your team and company for understanding your customers from both quantitative data and qualitative insights. Build strong relationships with stakeholders and convince them that you understand their constraints and will bring them solutions that fit. Number 2, prioritize effectively. Think of product management like being a politician. You have limited resources, and you must use them wisely to achieve your goals, knowing you can't please everyone. You might have to choose between satisfying one big customer or 100 smaller ones, maintaining the status quo or taking a new direction, or focusing on exciting new features or critical but less glamorous improvements. Understand the costs and benefits of each choice to make the right decisions. Number 3, empower your team. You can't make every decision on your own. Great product managers empower their teams to make decisions by creating shared decision-making criteria. Build context within your team so that they can make choices without needing constant guidance. Number 4, influence without authority. Sometimes you need to lead without having direct authority. Listen to your team, understand their motivations, and find ways to get them on board with your ideas. Effective storytelling, even when you lack data, can be a powerful tool. Recognize which approaches work best with different team members. And number 5, develop resilience. Making trade-offs is part of the job, and it can upset people. However, if you can explain your decisions well, even if they're not liked, they will be respected. Learn to handle disagreements and challenges with grace and composure. And there you have it, the essential guide to understanding the role of a product manager. It's a challenging but rewarding path for those who love innovation and problem solving. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the world of product management. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.